predicted at the very start of this year that the biggest political story wasn't going to take place in the House of Commons with their superb flood defences, but a few miles upstream in the Thames Valley, where they got very wet indeed. It was the signal for a deluge of politicians wearing Wellington boots. Who have been the winners and who are the losers? I'm here to tell you.
Right now, the priority is to make sure that everyone in Somerset who needs help is getting help.
The Prime Minister took personal control. He put on his gumboots and went on a mission to visit every single flood-ridden area in the entire country. For him, it was the publicity stunt to end all publicity stunts. He even tweeted a photograph of him in the top secret Cobra meeting where he was supposed to be resolving the flood crisis, not going in for publicity stunts. What about the Deputy Prime Minister? Well, he kept his dignity. Nick Clegg didn't really get involved. And poor Ed Miliband, he had a slosh about the country. He'd never been to the country. He'd come from North London. He doesn't know what a cow looks like. He had a slosh around looking concerned. And what about the rest of David Cameron's cabinet?
I've come here to talk to local experts, to meet local councillors with the local MPs to come up with a clear plan, and that's what I've done.
To begin with, Environment Secretary Owen Paterson was handling the crisis, and he was doing very well. But then he fell ill and had to take to his hospital bed. That's when the trouble started. His deputy, Dan Rogerson, was a Lib Dem who knew absolutely nothing. He was completely useless. Nobody could put him on the television. So what happened next?
We continue to face extraordinary and sustained wet weather.
When Paterson fell ill, Pickles was invited by David Cameron to step in. And Pickles relished his opportunity to star on the national stage. The first thing he did was to give a good hard kick to Paterson, blaming him for what had been going on. He then kicked even harder Lord Smith, Chris Smith, the chairman of the Environment Agency.
You haven't got very long left in the job, have you?
No, I have no intention of resigning.
I suppose Pickles reckoned this would do him some good, but actually it caused the most enormous, blazing row. Before very long, David Cameron had personally intervened and banned Pickles from speaking out anymore. Well, the flood waters are beginning to recede and the politicians have put away their Wellington boots. What should we learn from this episode? Well, we should ponder whether it's right not to dredge the rivers. We should ponder whether it's right to build on low-lying land. But let's think about this as well. In Venezuela, 30,000 people drowned in their floods. In the Philippines, 3,000, with millions of lives completely destroyed. Is there something a little bit shameful about our self-obsession here? Isn't there something a bit odd about the media political circus? Shouldn't we all feel a little bit ashamed of ourselves?